Hey, what's up everybody? Tom here, the Iron Beast. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting into a trailer. It's a trailer I've been looking forward to for a while. I do get a bit behind with these things just with life and day job and all that. But it is the trailer for Cobra Kai Season 5. I think it's been out for a little while now. So super looking forward to see what happens and how they tie off the whole show if this is the final season. At the end of Season 4, we saw some things left sort of open and it was a bit of a cliffhanger. We had Tori accidentally listening in on the conversation between Silver and the referee for the tournament, which would leave her in limbo, wondering about the credibility and the validity of her championship, her win, and her trophy, of course, which meant a lot for her in her life going forward, you know, to know that she'd become great at just one thing. Of course, Diaz had gone off to look for his dad, obviously feeling quite abandoned by Johnny and feeling like Johnny only really cared about Robbie and about winning the tournament and this kind of thing. And then, of course, we had Johnny realizing full on that he'd let Diaz down and going off to try and find him as well. And I wonder how that's going to play out. He's going down to Mexico. So it'd be interesting to see if Johnny gets himself into any altercations on the street or anything like that, and how that plays out. Because, you know, he's a good fighter, but there's a big difference between being a good martial art fighter and being equipped to go on the street where people are going to pull knives and all sorts of bits and pieces. So cool to see how that plays out. We had Daniel, of course, feeling completely heartbroken, lost and defeated. And he was talking over Mr. Miyagi's grave, of course. And then Chosen was there. So obviously Chosen's coming to join the fight or the cause. So, you know, I'm really hoping that Johnny gets down, comes back, hopefully with Diaz or something, and they can reconcile. Because, of course, the other big thing being that Robbie and Johnny had sort of reconciled toward the end there, with Robbie just realizing he just wants to put it all behind him and get to know his dad a bit. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens between Robbie and Diaz. It'll be interesting to see if Johnny gets back in time to help Daniel. There was the deal made, of course, that whoever lost would pack up their dojos and leave the valley in terms of martial arts teaching. So I could see that Silver's going to go nuts with all of his money and make this thing huge. The other sort of cliffhanger was that Silver fully betrayed Kreese. And it was quite funny because, you know, he was obviously sick of Kreese always dangling that guilt over his head from saving his life way back 20 years ago or 30 years ago in the war. What happens to Kreese? Is Adam? Is he written out of the show? Is he going to make a comeback? I mean, you know, he's the bad guy and he was the villain and he was the martial art guy and the army guy, but he's getting older now. His martial form in the last couple of seasons wasn't as great as it may have been when he was obviously in his prime. And I wonder if they take that storyline because he's going into prison. He can talk manipulative and all that kind of stuff, but can he handle himself? Can he survive? Can he strike up some alliances and get out of there? I don't know what's going to happen. But in any case, it's going to be awesome to see. So let's get straight in, guys, and have a look at this trailer.
This is what we're up against. This is how everyone sees him. As some kind of philanthropist out to save the kids of the valley. Terry Silver.
Yeah. All right. He's awesome.
Why are you guys named Michael?
It's Michaela.
Whatever. I washed my hands at Cobra Kai when we lost the tournament. I'm not a sensei anymore.
Johnny, he's such a train wreck. I love him.
I am shutting down Miyagi-Do Karate.
This can't be your plan.
With Johnny gone, it's on me to fix this.
1 star? Because the car smelled like beer. It's because there is beer, asshole.
Oh, Tori looks tough.
Now has more students than ever before.
Yeah, he's going full blown with it.
Need more senseis. I'm thinking a lot bigger than just the valley.
Everything was supposed to be better after the tournament. It's only getting worse.
Oh, yeah, the bully.
I know how things can start out from nothing and get bigger and bigger until all you feel is hate.
All right, they're not buddies.
We're all friends now.
We're not friends. We never will be.
Oh, wow. Oh, they're still going at it.
Silver's dividing and conquering.
If this continues, all that we have fought for will not even be memory.
I need you to see which of my students are ready to take the next step.
Oh.
You really won't stop.
You need to let me and Chosen handle this. It's the only way to make it all end.
Fine. Handle it.
All we gotta do is get our hands dirty.
Oh, Johnny.
Continue down this path, nothing in your life will ever be the same again.
3 of them together. Awesome.
Adult classes are on Wednesday.
We're not here to take a lesson. We're here to teach you one.
Mean. Mean.
I'm happy to hear that you're doing well with the others.
Yeah, well, I make
Oh, there we go.
I find that a little kindness goes a long way.
A little kindness goes a long way. Oh, man. All right, that was so good. That answers a lot of the questions. So we see that Kreese is still being his badass self in a prison or wherever he is. He's the guy you love to hate, but he is such a good villain. He cracks me up. And yeah, Terry, of course, as we knew, he was going to try and blow this thing up, you know, beyond all proportions. And obviously, like he said, he's looking to go beyond the valley, bringing in some other sensei there to help him, and an ass ton of students by the looks of things. And they are, you know, they mean business. I love the way that they're portraying their training. It's a lot tougher. I didn't see any hints of Hilary Swank or anything like that. Would be great to see her back in the fold somehow in some capacity, even if it was just a cameo. It would be great to see that. No Mike Barnes yet by the look of things, but I thought that he was going to be in the show or at least make a cameo. Be good to see that happen. And at the end, they're great to see that there's obviously some form of team up, whether it lasts very long or not, between, of course, Chosen, Daniel, and Johnny. But yeah, definitely looks awesome. The fighting looks good. I mean, obviously the Cobra Kai side of fighting looks good. The start of that fight between Robbie and Diaz didn't look spectacular. Love the way that they always have this hard out kind of intensity around the Cobra Kai training and that kind of thing. So looking forward to seeing what it's all about. But as usual, guys, that's going to be it for me for this video. Please give this a thumbs up, like, share it around, support the channel any way you can. I always appreciate it. If you've got any other shows or movies you'd like to see me react to, put them down below as well, and I'll get to them when I can. But that's all for me for now. So until the next one, take it easy.